Hello everybody, Digfig here and welcome back to another reactions video. Today we're going to be going over Cyberpunk 2077 official gameplay trailer. They just dropped this. I am so hyped. I will be pretty nitpicky in criticism, but I love their game and they've done amazing work, so let's jump right into this. Oh, we're starting off hot and fast. So we're getting shot down. Let's jump all the way back. We got a lock on us, missile coming through the window, second missile misses. That guy's animation is freaking amazing with how he's moving. This seems we're going fast paced. Again, love the ads in this game. We're going to be pausing a lot. If you're new here, that's kind of what we do here. We jumping out the window. Oh, she got tossed out. We're strapping in or jumping out? We're jumping out. Oh, I love their giant cityscapes like this. They're just so pretty. Such good backgrounds. They're such good everything. Oh, so pretty. I don't see many ads in this one. This must be like an industrial warehouse park or a warehouse area or something like that. And then just bam, instant. So much going on. I got fireworks, all the holographic ads, car flying in, more ads up top. The lanterns, they did good with them swaying. Oh, so good.
At CD PROJEKT RED, we dedicate ourselves.
What are we looking at here? We got a bar. The clanking sound was good. Animations of them bringing them together seemed good. Didn't see any clipping. Didn't see anything that even stands out in the background or anything. The cat's hands on the counters look just perfectly placed. They're not clipping through it all.
Telling
so
immersive
good.
Stories.
Every little detail. We've already seen this still other places. What settings are we at? Only at 720. What is this? Thought it looked a little blocky. Much better. The car in the background sick. Yeah, it's sick. This frame to me looks slightly less quality wise than other ones. Like this might be off a console, I dare say. I don't know. Something about the lighting in this one doesn't look quite as crisp as some of the other things. It could just be the time of the day or somewhere with these shadows. The ads, too good to waste. Licking it. Oh, that's great when it's broken. That's hilarious little ad. I love the creativeness, the design aspects. There's so many like assets to this game. It looks so good. This is like reminds me of The Division, where you can freeze frame one frame and you just like look at it for 10 minutes looking at all the little details.
We set out to make our games big.
So I got super hyped about this when I saw it in the announcement.
Every new project, we set out to make our.
Is there actually going to be underwater exploration, like full scuba gear, or is this going to be like one little side mission thing? Because I personally love underwater things. I think it's, for whatever reason, it's like this whole different element to me, and I just find it like, oh, what's going to be down here? Like, it's an exploration thing for me, like Subnautica and all that stuff. I love it. And I don't know what it triggers prehistorically in me or whatever. Somewhere in my subconscious, it triggers like, yes, this is awesome just because it's underwater versus on the surface. I think I like the 3D aspect of it. But I'm curious if this is just like a little side mission, a snippet, or if you can actually like full gear up and go scuba diving.
Games bigger, more
just to explore things.
Deeply engaging.
Oh man, animations, the amount of people in this scene, it just looks good. And the characters, like you got her, she's obviously rocking her own style, little shorts, and you got a guy to the left, her in full work clothes. Looks like, and you got a guy to the right and almost like business casual kind of sort of deal, and you got a guy to the right of that in like a farmer's hat. Then you've got the guy or the chick sitting down with the little rubber galoshes on, like the yellow boots. Then you look far over to the left and you've got this guy in his knee-high spandex, some short underwear things with a pink shirt on, showing all the skin in the world with the police hat on with a tool belt. Like he looks like a stripper. Like the diversity in here is just awesome. Like, it's so interesting. It's appealing to the eyes because there's so many things to jump around about. The mind looks so good. V, let's get you home. Her hair animations and stuff. I want to get a better look at this. And she looks really, really cool. And she gives me a little bit of a, wow, I can't remember her name now. I even have a statue of her over there. Who likes the Joker chick? What is old age, man? I swear to God, my brain, it's exploding. 1 second here. Harley Quinn. I remembered it before I saw it over there, but Harley Quinn. She gives me a Harley Quinn vibe for some reason. I don't know why.
Cyberpunk 2077 marries exploration of a vast open world with
I love that. I talk about the driving in games and how important it is because it really is. It can totally break a game. But watch this. When he hits that like dip down in the hubcap and that little bounce, it's fucking amazing.
Story changing. of a
love
vast
kinetic
open world with
combat.
kinetic combat.
I love that you get some feels when those swords hit. That's exactly what they're talking about. And this shotgun hit. Oh, I love it when this is done right, where it forces them back and it shows like the impact of the energy of the rounds on the human body, and like, it would be even more exaggerated due to the metal in some of these guys, where rounds hitting those metal parts would transfer more of the kinetic energy instead of over penetrations and stuff. Still have not seen bullet pen in this game, which makes me nervous. 'Cause, I mean, I know it's a complicated thing, and it's just something I really love when games do it. I love I'm like stuttering here because I don't know how to put this. I love the open, like, how many possibilities it opens up for combat, where like if a guy goes behind cover but it's not actually real cover, and you know it's not real cover and it's concealment. It's also another skill level, like what do you hide behind, what type of cover is it concealment or is it actual hard cover, like, and you can shoot people through them. It's so good in some games.
Story changing player choices and robust character development, all to bring you into our
I mean, it looks like good options. I'm curious how much the choices matter. Like, don't pull a Mass Effect on us. I didn't have a problem with the ending of that game. Controversial, but a lot of people really didn't like it. I mean, it was kind of lazy how they were all kind of the same.
player choices and robust character
Presets. We've seen this before. It's just more
development,
sliders, but they go
all
through
to
more of
bring
them,
you
tons
into
of
our
them.
vision
Looks
of the dark
interesting.
future. Development.
There's just so
all
many
to bring
things I
you
can
into
stop
our
and stare
vision
at.
of the dark future.
I'm like 40 seconds into a 5-minute trailer at 6 minutes long.
You
Oh
ever
crap!
feel like a
everyone.
city doesn't give you a choice? You either burn alive in it, or you never existed at all.
Yeah.
The year is 2077. An economic crisis.
I want to see this driving some more.
The year is 2077.
Should be a little bit rougher, but it looks
An economic
good.
crisis culminating in nuclear conflict has left America in pieces.
This game is so pretty.
Nuclear
Like,
conflict
what do I even
has
do
left
here?
America.
I have to talk about it. Like, this scene right here is so busy, so great. The camera angle is wonderful. Great on them for this point of view here with the fire. The fire looks really good roaring away.
in pieces.
What do? You just drop at how pretty this scene is with the light reflecting. This looks like probably RTX and stuff is turned on. Or not RTX. Wow, ray tracing and stuff. Those water effects, the reflections, the shadows, the fog, city in the distance, the ad spinning up in the sky. This is just a beautiful shot. You can see the heat ripples from that fire sticking out on both buildings. Like, there's so much detail here. Gorgeous scene.
With most of the continent degenerating into lawless war zones, people from all over have converged.
We don't see
Most
much
of
of
the continent
helicopters.
degenerating
What are
into
we looking
lawless
at here?
war zones, people from
It's got the dust particles on the
all
ground. It's affecting. They're not whooshing out as far as they probably should be. Looks good though.
over have converged on the already overcrowded Night City, one of the world's last great megalopolises. A hub amassing the best.
I don't know about the motion of these things. I know they're supposed to be super like
One of the
robotic and
world's
hyper,
last great
but it looks
megalopolises.
intimidating, but
A hub
slightly
amassing the best
weird
in
and off to
resources
me.
and know-how, and
Like, I feel like it's a military or high law enforcement with weapons platforms on top and everything, that they would be able to move and walk a lot smoother because you would want better and easier gyro stabilization for the weapons and everything. That walking animation they had there seemed really jerky and stuff to be shooting on the move and like fulfilling their role, if that makes any sense.
home to manufacturers of
looks so
cutting-edge
cool,
technologies.
the way they're making those
Night
cars.
City continues to offer
I want to
and
pause
home
at everything.
to
I love it.
manufacturers of
It's
cutting-edge
like an hour-long
technology.
video for a 6-minute gameplay video. Seeing this,
Nice.
them all short-circuiting, I wanted to stop here. It's the colors, the vibrant character of the TV host. They do such a good job with the contrast of him.
City
good.
continues to offer the promise of a civilized future.
What?
Yeah, you get new arms, buddy?
This isn't happening.
They've shown snippets of this a few times.
It is.
But in the city's streets, a merciless struggle for power rages.
Did he clip through that wall at all, or does he
But
bounce
in the
off it
city's
properly?
streets, a merciless struggle for power
That looks
rages.
pretty good.
Gangs, corporate agents.
They really don't
hustlers,
show much about
religious
cops.
cultists, politicians, and all manner of criminals strive.
The variety in this game, like the jump cuts they just did, The showcasing of this crazy group, this crazy group, this normal group, this thing, this thing, this thing. It's all so colored. Like, it's so different. The color schemes, the looks, like, oh, there's so much variation. It's so amazing.
To outplay one another, ordinary people get caught in the crossfire.
What a bloody mess. Just what else do you say about this? I'm literally just staring at here, like looking at blood splatter patterns. I'm looking for bullet holes in the walls. I'm looking for anything that shows conflict in here.
Looking for justice.
This guy, this little scene right here. Watch the guy.
Ordinary people
when we're at the
get
bar
caught in the crossfire.
Looking for.
Watch this dude in the background here eating this hamburger, and tell me if something weird ain't going on with the way he's eating that hamburger.
In Night City, I seek revenge. Much more feasible here.
It's like he missed the hamburger the first time. He was like, I'm gonna eat you. Ah! I missed it. My bad. Okay, let's try this again. And then he went for smaller bites. It was interesting. It just jumped out at me, and I have no idea why. Those random little things. There's so much. Such a good scene right there.
In this world,
got the rocks. So they are showing some of the outside worlds here on the edges of the city. That's a cool little perspective.
Doomed by never-ending conflict, sometimes only an outsider will get the job done. By never-ending conflict,
through all of it.
Sometimes only an outsider.
I mean, the gun looks good. Made in the USA too. Nice. Must be a piece of junk. Ho ho, or not. Just joking around there. It's good though. Wonder what's up with the front part being more blocky, or if that's just something that
Elizabeth tells me you have answers for us. I'm all ears.
And that's you, an urban mercenary, a cyber-enhanced gun.
These animations are so fucking awesome.
I'm all ears.
I just want to see that thing on the hand again. It looks so good.
A cyber-enhanced gun for hire.
You seem to understand each other. Take this, too.
As a mercenary,
giant wad of money.
You swear no allegiance. You've chosen the outlaw life.
Such a good hard hit, that animation.
As a mercenary, you swear no allegiance.
I fucking wrecked him, like broke his shoulder, probably dislocated something. Oh,
chosen
such
the
a hard
outlaw
hit.
Life, and trust that your abilities will carry you up Night City.
That's a weird little scene. I've had to do that in games before, and it's like never the best quest chasing holograms, but I'm curious how this turns out.
Your abilities will carry you up Night City's ruthless, underground
He's
social
still a cool
ladder.
guy. I've seen that scene, seen this scene before.
To thrive as a merc, you need the right...
I noticed this too in the launch thing. The way this thing folds out just looks so cool. And the details on these characters. I'm just looking at him, like all the little bits coming out of him. They're ugly, they're nasty looking, but like it's still so freaking cool. I'm curious how these little spider bots things come into play.
Skills.
And this, in episode 1, you get in a car and he does something down below and it's all buggy and weird. And I bet he was taking out his cord to plug it in the car to hijack it. This, I cleared that up for me since episode 1.
And reputation.
It's like every frame. And I keep looking at how much time we've got left and I'm like, oh my Lanta, I've been talking so much. Just looks so good. The fur, the clothes types, the difference, the aesthetic, the club.
Had a load to say about you.
It all goes together.
I hope he wasn't overselling.
With the money you earn, you can turn...
This, unfortunately, I did want to like deep dive into, like super deep. So we're looking at Riven, Micro, Cyber, MK4, Legendary Gear. It's got 3 base stats on it. Then it looks like it's got 4 perks on it and hacks devices. So it tells you what it hacks. It allows you to perform quick hacks on targets and devices while scanning. Increase the time it takes on an enemy netrunner to hack you by 100%. That's interesting. I have no idea what an enemy netrunner would do to you. Increase quick hack spread distance by 60%. Increase cyber deck RAM recovery rate by 6 units per 60 seconds. I'm assuming that's like what it takes to hack into things, like your mana bar almost, presumably. Wow. And there's a lot of inventory slots here. You could do some crazy building out and customize. It's really cool.
Turn yourself into a living weapon. Buying guns and enhancements in the hundreds.
Oof, that neck punch.
Buying guns and enhancements in the hundreds.
Those hands look so awesome. That animation is amazing. Let's rewatch this one part like 100 times. One more time.
Enhancements in the hundreds.
Neck punch, the hands rip open.
As you
His
roam the
head just
city's
explodes. So what is this? This is reflexes, characters, handguns, reflexes. Oh, okay. So I wonder if we're gonna be able to slot different slot things. But it looks like I've got there's body perks, reflex perks, technical ability perks, cool perks, intelligent perks. Then you go into each one of these, and there's sub varieties, and it looks like handgun, rifles, and blades are your weapon categories. I'm still surprised I don't see shotguns. Maybe it's that fourth one that's not there yet.
streets.
Now we're in here to rifles and stuff. We're looking at increase rifle damage while aiming, but it's all just very, very basic RPG stuff, which, and I don't mean in an offensive way at all. It's important to have these talent trees. It's just part of the genre, and everyone loves them, and I still do.
You gain the experience you need to upgrade abilities and acquire perks. Combine
Defensive attacks to the blades, you'll
the right
damage.
skills and gear to create a
Oh. That guy probably thought he was going to get shot by that gun, and then he just gets blown
Combine
to
the right
bits. Do they get
skills and
fully
gear to create a
vaporized, though?
gunslinger with inhuman reflexes. A stealthy netrunner with command of all surrounding tech.
Watchdog Legions, anyone? Oh, it's just what the vibes they get here, but like I'm sure it's way different, but like it just looks that way, you know?
Or practically anyone in between.
Those physics. That shotgun hitting that big guy's legs, like how much
practically anyone
impact
in
does this
between.
thing have? There's actually a little discrepancy there. Because he shoots this guy up front like 3 times, and the guy braces, doesn't fall over, doesn't take a hard impact, and was like ready for it-ish in a hyper quick animation after the blood splatter. But like he doesn't blow away and fly back. And then this other guy, you clip his leg and he does like a flip up in the air with how much mass and like how heavy he looks.
In between.
I mean, I love it. I love shotguns. I love the physics. They're my favorite ways to kill people. That's really fun, the hacking people. That's fucked up that I just said causing people to create suicide is fun, but like it looks entertaining, which also is really messed up. But wow, it looks so good.
In Cyberpunk 2077, you steal a prototype biochip that can set you up for life.
Being filthy rich.
When its sealed container is ruptured, the only way to prevent the biochip from failing is to slot it into your head. It turns out it contains the digitized soul of Johnny Silverhand.
It's an interesting way to get the main character into your head. I didn't know that until I saw this in this trailer. I don't know if they've talked about it before, but it's like it's just a interesting. I don't think we've seen that before. I did joke around about it. It looks like he's someone who's like trapped in something trying to get out of it. I don't know what the deal is, and I was correct about it.
A dead rocker boy with violence on his mind.
I mean to say there's an actual terrorist in my...
I already broke this down in one of my other reactions to this scene, but like they did such a good job with this character. He looks like a doctor. You can tell he's a doctor, but he also looks like kind of an illegal doctor, underground doctor, but he also still commands some respect. It's like casual doctor dude who you have to respect because he's a doctor, but like
right now.
Such a good
He's out for
character,
revenge.
like building
Aims
just from
to bring
looking at
down
it.
the megacorp that made the chip.
Do whatever it takes to
They did such a good job with Keanu Reeves.
stop him, defeat him, gut him.
What is in your head can shift the balance.
I don't even know at this point. Like, there's just so much
He's out
stuff.
for
I'm like
revenge.
overloaded and
Aims to bring
flabbergasted.
down
Like,
the megacorp that made the
we've
chip.
got driving in
Whatever
cars
it
and
takes
shooting
to
out the
stop
windows. We've got this where it looks like you're riding on the side of a helicopter or something, just blasting
Defeat
down
him,
on
gut him.
someone already fighting
What is
other
in
people.
your head can shift the balance of power in Night City. The high and mighty will
I'd say
do
a lot. The
anything
animation
to lay
is
their
so
hands on it.
good. Looks so intimidating. There's like riot police and stuff.
Told you I'd end you someday.
Big
The
rivalry there, it
choices you
feels.
make will shape your story and determine how events unfold.
V, you gotta take him down. That's why we're here.
But not everything in Night City is a matter of life and death. Sometimes it's about style.
I wanted to stop and break
Not
these down,
everything
too.
in Night City is a matter
This
of
looks like a
life and
training
death.
area. They're dancing.
Sometimes
So this looks like your other inventory, your non-cybernetics. You've got your 3 weapon choices, a rifle, double-barreled shotgun, and a revolver. You've got stats, backpacks, cyberware, all very typical quick access. I hope there's more options than that for PC. I understand it's for all consoles, so PCs are probably going to feel a little bit limited with the inventory slots and everything. Like, can I just have 1 through 10 or 20 freaking skill bars? But no. Head, face masks, torsos, overbacks. Yeah, it's all pretty normal. I'm curious what the special
about
category is. A lot of clothing options.
Style, choosing your look, your ride, your pastime. Who's
That
at
choosing
decide?
your ride thing. Is there a way to save a ride, or do you? Because I thought they took out the customization.
Choosing how you spend your dirty money.
I mean, straight out GTA, they put the roller coaster in and a bunch of other games. But, like, I'm curious how that plays out. So good. That part gave me chills when I first saw it. Watch the speed this motherfucker comes around this corner. And I mean, I'm not even at that point yet. Just the driving, the drifting. It looks solid. I really hope it is, and I don't eat my words. But like that drift with the bobbing. Also, one of my favorite type of skills in any game, for whatever reason, I love like multi-missile launcher things that just like barrage of missiles up and around everywhere, all craziness, and come down everywhere. I just think they look so cool. They're literally one of my favorites. What a cool little...
Welcome.
Oh, did I just double leg? Did you just double leg shot this guy? Boom, boom. Yep.
Welcome to the next generation
Both
of
thighs.
open world adventure. Immerse yourself in Cyberpunk 2077.
So good. Wow. I just turned a 5-minute video into a 20-minute video with my talking, looking at, analyzing a hyper, just like hype over it. It's getting to be too much, guys. Wow, I'm usually super nitpicky and criticize a lot. And there wasn't even much to criticize there. Like I criticized a few things, but like I get hated on because of how much I criticize and undervalue the devs. But damn. There's such small, tiny things to nitpick on. It's unbelievable what they've done. Shouldn't touch my face. Absolutely unbelievable, everyone. Do all the YouTube stuff. Like, subscribe, comment, hit the bell notification. Let me know in the comments below what you think, what you want to see me react to, something other than Cyberpunk, because I do a lot of Cyberpunk content. I'm obviously going to react to everything Cyberpunk at this point, and we're going to play the crap out of this game. This channel might become really Cyberpunk for a while, just like everything else. We'll see. Either way, I will see all of you in the next video. Dig big out! Hype is getting real. It's dangerous. They're going to have to deliver. Or they're going to get a lot of hate from a lot of people. I'm just going to enjoy it, even if it's not that good. I play terrible games like, oh my god, the thousands of hours I've spent in Arma and just trying to get mods to work. Like, can't be much worse. Bye, guys.